But he's on the back foot in this game at the minute. Campbell looking for the 133 that would have left him on 100. But that
88.
gives him the option. A couple of 19s and a 25 would have got him to a finish. As it is, hits the ball down to a better one.
140.
He set it up well from this position earlier in the game.
105.
And he does exactly the same. He wasn't allowed to go at that tops, though, by Ratajski. May not be allowed again. 48 left, so 16 for double. Does like this double, Ratajski. And
Game
pins
shot.
it. Well, this game is warming up, isn't it? Well, Matt Campbell is chasing and chasing and chasing in this game.
140.
He just doesn't seem to be able to grab hold of Ratajski. It feels like he's playing well enough. He just can't seem to take the opportunity. It's like one of those bad dreams. Everything's just always out of reach.
91.
Now, he went for the 167. He has to go for the 164. Go for it.
134.
Well, he was closer when he didn't need it, wasn't he? And Ratajski on double 8 for 5-3. It's been the story of this game. Luke Humphries is through. 6-4 winner over the Black Cobra Jeffrey Desvan. Danny Noppert has seen off Brian Rahman as well. A 6-1 win for Noppy.
$60.
Just the 60 might open the door here.
$93.
Yeah, 109 finish is makeable. Oh, and Matt Campbell cannot make the 120. A rare leg
80.
where one player seemed to be cruising, but it didn't last. Because Ratajski will get a match start at double 16. Clinical from the Polish number one. It is a very, very impressive display from Krzysztof Ratajski. Matt Campbell was seriously good. He's averaged almost 98 there. You fancy he is going to get that chance for a 4-0 lead and a double break?
125.
Better. He's a little unfortunate with the deflection, but there's room to cram another 100. One in. Or I thought there was. In retrospect, maybe there wasn't. Four 19s to leave tops. There's the other
96.
Three of them. And Darius Lamanauskas continues to apply the pressure. Drags that into the 11 rather than the 14. It's no great shakes for him. Still on a single to double combo, but it's probably irrelevant. It is. Shot. Oh my word, I did not spot his name on the list, but Robbie Knops is here, which is excellent news.
46.
Because having fallen off a roof and broken his back, I thought we wouldn't see him for a number of weeks, but excellent to see the Belgian here and in action, and he's in a tight game with Alan Suter over on board 9. I'll keep you abreast of that.
180.
I may not have to do much more with regards to this game, though, because it might be over very soon. Darius Labanauskas threatening to produce the best leg of the match.
$100.
Double 12 for an 11 darter. Well, he's getting better
shot.
and better and better, Darius Labanauskas. We're having to go back into last summer. But the little Lithuanian is going berserk. Oh, just the wrong side of the wire. Labanauskas, a man who hit a 9-darter at the World Championship, of course. There is nothing lucky about this from Lucky D. It is a sensational display.
47. $100.
Darius Labanauskas is on for averaging one of his highest ever averages here. If he can tidy this 86 up in 2 darts, we're in the ballpark. Man who'd only won 2 games on the Pro Tour so far this year is set to win this 6-0. With his best display for ages and ages. It has been months since Lucky D played this well. Clemens under some pressure in this opening leg.
131.
Gives him a chance, but Van der Voort, if he's got a decent setup shot here, could become favourite for the opening leg against the darts, as Murph does
100.
slide into comms alongside me for this one.
Afternoon, Dan. Afternoon, everybody. Gabriel Clemens tying up the 1-2-4, but he ain't going to do it. So a chance for a breaker throw immediately
88.
for VVDV.
Got the treble. Needs a single and a double. That's the easy bit. And the tricky bit completed as well. Excellent start to the game from Vincent van der Voort.
$140.
Just looking at some of the
98.
results around the arena. We'll come to them after these checkouts. 1-2-1 and offer for Vincent van der Voort. 50 left. So the ball
Game
in the
shot.
ball. Brilliant stuff from van der Voort, and you have to ask where it came from. He's managed to get a victory against Jermaine Watermain, a 6-4.
Yeah, got the call at 5 o'clock this morning, Dom Taylor. He's way down in the 30s on the Challenge Tour Order of Merit, but with the late withdrawal of Florian Hempel, they were phoning
99.
all over the place to try and get the full 128 players. They have, and on his 25th birthday, Dom Taylor has turned up in Wigan, got himself a win. And Gabriel Clemens has got himself another leg with a 92 checkout on double 12.
I think he just swapped his set of darts there in the background.
41.
Not sure there's any massive difference with the darts. May just be a brand new set and a more worn one, but if it was to make a difference to the match,
93.
might be wise to do it a little earlier. I'll have 6 darts to wear these in.
100.
Well, there's always tomorrow, because I don't think Vincent van der Voort's going any further today. 20 for tops. Another match dart for Clemens. And another one missed, but there are more on the way.
Has to come down.
97.
No enormous pressure apart from on Vincent's back as he went to retrieve that flight. Has had problems in that area, and there are plenty of problems with Gabriel Clemens in this match. A 6-3 success. Now, as always, I do extensive reset search on every darts match
140
that I cover, Dan, and every time I read something about Boris Kritschmar, I'm not sure that someone's not having a joke with me, whether to believe it or not, like he's won like 4 million titles in soft tip or whatever.
140.
The latest one is that apparently he's known as Darts Ronaldo in Croatia. Have you heard that one?
I've seen it from the same source. Angabao, he's going for this. Is he? He is going for it, and he's hitting it as well. Boris Kritschmar with a 161.
Only beaten by Michael van Goen and Krzysztof Ratajski, who went on to win the event, and then the second player went on to reach the final.
180.
Well, he's got this incredible ceiling of performance, hasn't he, Boris? We've seen him average like 108 on the TV. We've seen him average over 120 in a PDC official match.
45.
We just haven't seen him perform consistently. But all those stars that he's got on his shirt, no world titles in soft tip darts. The man is a
90.
Is a monster on the dartboard. It just hasn't quite happened enough for him in the PDC. I firmly believe it can.
We've seen glimpses already in this match, haven't we? A 161 taken out on the bull, a 161 missed on the bull. Now he hits the bull again and is threatening the 135, and he can take it out on tops. This is brilliant from Boris.
Credit to Jose Justicia, he's stuck in there. But that might be a nail in the coffin. A third maximum for the Croatian number one. Down to a finish. Jose cannot get to a finish. Even a 180 leaves him outside finishing range. So Kritschmar knows 100. He's got multiple attempts to see this off. And could he do it with another big finish?
Well, he might.
100.
It's going to go down as one of his best ever performances. The highest average we've ever seen from him on the floor is actually just a shade over 106. Well, in a Players' Championship event. That enormous average we mentioned earlier did come on the floor in a PDC World Championship qualifier, but he's going to be somewhere near that 106 for a PCPB.
Game shot.
And that's exactly what he's done. A 13 darter to round it off. Jose Justicia applauds.
The winner of this match will face
180.
Either Roby John Rodriguez or Dylan Slevin. You can see that match immediately after this. Stay with us here on PDC TV.
83.
For more 180s, more big finishers, maybe all in the same leg, maybe a perfect leg.
180.
Because Ryan Searle has hit back-to-back maximums. And a man who is absolutely flying at the start of the season might 96. Be about to produce perfection. Oh, wayward. Mind you, with his eyesight, he probably thinks it's still on.
95.
Did get a 9 darter. He's only one to date towards 96. The back end of last year in a floor event, Ryan Searle. We'll settle for an 11 here. The dozen will do.
Game shot.
And it's a 3-0 lead for Ryan Searle in no time at all.
$81. $139. $60.
Coming back for 80, but a chance for Veenstra to pressure. Remember, Searle missed 2 darts at double for this very same
97.
finish in the previous leg. And now he's only getting 1 dart.
45.
You can see there the flight of the dart already in the 20 affected him. Affected the dart. Diverted the darts.
80.
Almost saw the scoreline adjusted, with him having just a 2-leg buffer.
31.
That might be all he's got. Veenstra on the comeback trail here. Double 8s. Oh, no wrong bag, wrong bed.
Game shot.
And Searle takes full advantage this time.
$58.
There are 3 players already through to the 3rd round. Mentioned already Gary Anderson whitewashing Dimi Vandenberg. Well, Josh Rock has joined him, 6-2.
47.
The margin of victory for him against Scott Waits, and Danny Noppert with another steady display, seeing off John O'Shea 6-1.
100.
Well, Searle hasn't left himself in the easiest position here.
95.
Can he finish with some fireworks, or does Veenstra get a go? He will get a go to level the match at 5 apiece. A match he's trailed 4-0 and 5-1. Double 11.
102.
Does he go tops tops? He does. There's one of them. He's got to go. Surely the other side. Goes right down the middle and fends off the fight back. Ferret getting himself out of holds in his first couple of games.
$100.
We'll keep you abreast of all the results from around the boards as Slevin looks for treble 19 here. Oh, sorry, treble 20. I was looking at the wrong score there. I'll admit it. Now, as Rodriguez looks for treble 19, yeah, that's what I meant.
53.
17's the route for Slevin on this one. 6 off, so 11 bullseye would be the most logical shot.
Game shot.
And it's a shot that sees him regain the lead. 19 out of the way, the odd number off, so now he can try and leave himself pretty handy.
99.
This may be the opening that either player's been waiting for against the darts, and Slevin is coming charging
140.
through. Like he's hurtled the final fence at the National.
$60.
Is this the moment that he kind of clears the field?
Game shot.
It is. That long-awaited break of throw. Another version of Gary Anderson in 2023, isn't it? And that will be
171.
a game you can't take your eyes off. And it might be coming even sooner than we thought, because that brilliant set-up shot from Slevin has set up a potential champagne finish. He goes for the fun and frolics.
100.
And in the end sets up the shot. To get shot of Roby John Rodriguez.
73. Game shot.
Strung out by Slevin. A 6-2 success. Maybe angered by the early departure at the World Championship, and maybe by 1 or 2.
180.
Writing him off, has come back with a vengeance in 2023. Won the last Pro Tour event, is looking
100
to do the double. This is the first time they've gone head to head since that. It wasn't ill-tempered on the stage at the World Championship, but Chris Dobie certainly made no secret of the fact that there were words exchanged in at least one of the breaks.
140.
And he said he wasn't too happy with what Anderson had to say. Didn't really come out what that was, but I'm sure the pair of them have moved on. Put it behind them.
25.
Dobie, though, can't put Anderson behind him by winning the opening leg. And the Scotsman might steal it in the most sensational style. Oh, Gary Anderson. That is vintage stuff. Dobie misses a couple of darts and he can see the funny side. Well, I think we've got the answer, haven't we? There is no bad blood between them anymore.
$180. 97.
Ooh, this is interesting. This is very interesting indeed.
180.
Is on. It's back-to-back 180s from Gary Anderson. And when anybody
93.
does that, we get excited. But when someone like Anderson does it, we have real cause to get excited. And that was a wire pusher as well, wasn't it?
33.
On 8 points after 9 darts.
180.
Just in case.
Game shot.
Well, 3-1 to Gary Anderson. Standout win for Hall.
123.
Duking out with Dave Chisnell in this third round. Treble 20 would leave double 19. Now, he hasn't got an awful lot to look at, and maybe, just maybe, there was a call for treble 16 bull there.
78.
Easy to say after the event, but he did look blocked, didn't he? Treble 19 here would leave the bull for Gary Anderson. And once again, he pins the bull absolutely perfectly. A real royal battle going on between Josh Rock and Steve Lennon.
180.
3-all in that one. Both players averaging more than 108. How
180.
about 180? Oh, it's just awesome from Anderson.
135.
Has averaged in 3 figures in each of his first 2 matches.
140.
This time he chooses tops.
Game shot.
And that's why, Old Faithful. This is A-star Anderson.
$140.
And there is not a thing that Chris Dobey can do to prevent the progress of one of the game's all-time greats playing at the top end of his potential.
$50.
Tees up tops for a 13-darter.
59.
And that is a dream
and the match
of a darting display from Gary Anderson to defeat Chris Dobey. All smiles at the end. Not only defeat him, but demolish him.
Needs a maximum just to get to a finish here, the Decker. He is a player who produces an awful lot of 180s. Not going to add to that tally just
100.
yet.
Well, that money is going to be very handily placed when he comes back.
96.
In fact, he may be halfway to victory. There's one of those 180s.
180.
And it gets him back in the leg for precisely...
Game shot.
5 seconds.
That long, huh?
In the 5th event of the year.
180.
Couple in the high 90s, couple in the low 90s. It was Gary Anderson who did for him in the end, in the quarterfinals. The very next day he reached the last 16. Luke Humphreys did for him. He's putting runs together, Chris Landman.
140.
And while he's nowhere near the match play race or anything like that at the moment, look what he's doing. Oh, well, that definitely wasn't going in the treble 20.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of players threaten perfect legs on this stream today. Ryan Steele had back-to-back 180s.
60.
Gary Anderson had that and hit another treble 20 before narrowly missing a treble 19.
130.
And Anderson has just beaten Dirk van Duijvenbode. The Scotsman rolls on 6-5.
96.
And he's into the quarterfinals to meet either Keane Barry or Johnny Clayton.
Double top for 5-1.
31.
Well, Mike De Decker He's not in must-hit territory, but it's feeling increasingly like that. That's an awkward dart, but he still finds the 57 for 32.
76.
Cannot find it. It might well be 5-1.
Game shot.
Yeah, tops has been there for him when he's needed it. Chris Landman in this match, and now he's just one leg away.
Keeping an eye out actively for what Chris Landman can do in his first full year on the PDC circuit. I remember a couple of years ago at Q School, a lot of the Dutch experts were saying, watch out for this guy. Nothing happened. He just could not get going at all.
77.
So maybe he's making up for lost time here, because he's looking great.
131.
He makes it look so easy, doesn't he, with that casual lob. Been so effective for him in this match.
58.
Just hasn't been a match for him.
And this will do it. That is an 11-dart leg, and it seals a 6-1 battering of one of the most dangerous young players around at the moment. Chris Landman is through to the quarter-finals of a PDC ranked event for the second time, and the second time in a matter of weeks. And Ratajski kept going out. He did have to survive a couple of darts and a couple of legs. But in general, it was about Ratajski being efficient. And at the minute, Krzysztof Ratajski is scoring 180s better than he has all day. He did 3 in 4 games. Now he's hit 3 in the first 3 legs of this.
180. $94.
Didn't really want to go to the 18s, but felt that he had to. That leaves double 18. And Josh Rock does get a first leg. It's a 12-darter, an excellent leg.
$95. $99. $100.
Rock has lifted his average up to the sort of 99 region.
58.
Just makes him very, very difficult to beat. This for a third leg on the spin. Well, double 14. He's there for a ton plus checkout, a 15-darter, and it is a third leg on the bounce for Josh Rock, who was looking in trouble at 2-0 down. But maybe he can't deal with him here, because Ratajski is coming back strongly into this. Brilliant setup shot to leave 134.
134.
It's on. Does he stay there? Yes, he does, but he couldn't find the treble alongside it.
94.
Looked like the right shot. Just couldn't execute. Oh, and the chance goes immediately. Josh Rock missing the 20 segment entirely.
70.
4-3 Ratajski. When he's playing his best stuff, this man could win anything. A TV tournament, the World Championship, anything.
120.
Savagely sees that one on the floor, but he's got a bit of a buffer. We will have a new winner on the Players' Championship Series this year. Gary Anderson is beaten 6-1 by Johnny Clayton. 108 average from the Ferret. And it is the Welshman who awaits the winner of this game. Right now, it's looking like Krzysztof Ratajski.
180.
Because he has hit 4 180s in this match. That's more than he'd hit in the 4 previous games today.
97.
Leaves his favourite double 16 for a 12-darter. And a 12 darter on throw. Right now it's enough.
81.
Chris Landman and Martin Schindler in the last leg decider. If we go the distance here,
59.
Josh Rock will have the advantage of having throw, and that's a slip by Ratajski. What a dart. Begging for more.
140.
It's enough to leave a finish. It may not be enough, though. For a fifth 180. Well, Christoph Ratajski has gone berserk by his own standards on the 180s. It's not something you see often from him. But he has needed them in this game.
86.
He now needs to hit a match dart. He's already missed one. He'll get two more. And he has missed them both. He's lined them both up outside the wire. Agonising for Ratajski. Rocky's now favourite for the game, surely. Double 10. Didn't move back to the centre of the ock. He was happy where he was. And he will not be happy with the outcome. Was that the chance for Josh Rock? More match darts for Christoph Ratajski. He may have rode his luck at times in that game, but at others, he was brilliant. Christoph Ratajski beats Josh Rock for the first time in his career. It's taken 5 goes. He kind of needs to fill it up to worry him. 2 trebles to get to any kind of finish, and that's not happening. He's not in any trebles.
59.
59, 45, 60, 60, 59 this leg. Brendan Dolan just gifting this to Chris Landman for a potential 3-0 lead and a break of throw.
55.
Admittedly, Landman isn't exactly gobbling up the opportunity, but he's still got a real chance. There's a treble. And there's another.
140.
Double 8. Double 4. 3-0 Chris Landman.
$100.
Interesting setup there from Chris Landman. He's down to a finish. It's one that won't go.
138.
Might prove to be a big moment in the game, this. Oh, what a finish from Brendan Dolan. Shanghai on the 18s. Treble, single, double. It's 3 on the spin. It's another breaker throw. Landman shakes his head. Ratajski and Clayton are level at 4 all. This level at 3 all, but it is Brendan Dolan who's in the ascendancy.
140.
He is not playing at the levels we've seen from him consistently today. However,
121.
he is playing better than he was in the first 3 legs. Should stay there. You see, this is board management that makes
129.
sense. Giving himself a great chance of leaving double 16, which is exactly what he's done. And Brendan Dolan could go into the lead for the first time in this semi-final. Did miss 3 clear at this a couple of legs ago. No mistake this time around. Brendan Dolan is growing in confidence. Like a little iguana. There it is. Tasting the air. Does it taste like a final? Does it taste like a 9th PDC ranking title?
$140.
Not enough to leave a finish. Brendan, you would think if he did this last time, 2 treble 20s. If the first one's in the treble, he'll stay there. But he isn't, so maybe moving away is the plan.
95.
That may do. But there may be pressure. Tons of it.
100.
Well, this is big, isn't it? Brendan Dolan to hold his throw. Brilliant leg from Chris Landman. Will he be allowed to come back? Yes, he will. A miss at tops. And double 10 comes to Landman's aid again. It's the second leg running. He's pinned it. Brendan Dolan would snap your hand off if you offered him a last leg decider in this one. I'm not sure he would have done, having won 4 straight legs and gone into the lead.
59.
But this game has changed once and changed again. There is an opportunity for it to change one more time. And this is a great leg from Dolan. Oh, big stuff. His first maximum. If he saved them all up for the dying embers of this game, it could change.
Game shot.
Brilliant leg, 11 darter. It is very messy. Krzysztof Ratajski is in the final. He survived 4 match darts from Johnny Clayton, but the Polish Eagles in his second final of the year. Chris Landman is 2 darts away from reaching his first ever final in PDC darts. Oh my word. He's shaking his head. Landman was shaking his head. He was willing that not to happen. He gets a chance, Landman. It is one chance. And that is all he needs. Chris Landman has taken another big scalp and he has reached the final of Players' Championship 9.